Alright, I'm back. 808 Hawaiian time. We're going to go through memory lane of the failed emissions that I had. Now this started a little while back because I failed 7 times. I finally passed on the 8th time. So I want to take you guys through the first emission. Number 1, first emission, I had failed the HC idle and the CO idle. And I'm talking about 5.52 versus 500. So I came in at 552, which is 0.52 over, and then I came in at 7.37 here, and it's 5.5, and so I was over by 1.87. This is crazy, man. So I failed these two, but I passed the load. This is the one the wheels turn. So anyway, that's the load, and this is the idle. So that was number 1. So let's take you to number 2. Okay, so here's the number 2. Now I made a note over here that I paid $102 at a shop. I went to an auto shop. So this is the number 2 emission, and I took it in, and it passed HC idle, CO idle, and the HC load, but it failed down here. And so I have a 4.700. I mean, yeah, 0.70. And 4.20 is the standard. So again, passed all 3 and failed. So I went back to the auto shop. They didn't want to touch it. He didn't want to sign the back of it, because in the back, if you make an adjustment, the auto shop either signs off on it, or you can make an adjustment and you sign off of it. So this is number 3 fail. After I took it back, he did make some adjustments, but again, you know, they were whining about, oh, I gotta jet this, change this, vacuum leak, new engine. I mean, they went down the whole line over there, and I knew this engine was just rebuilt. So I passed 3, and then I failed on the very bottom over here, and this is the load again where it rolls. So that was number 3, and that passed. I mean, this one failed. So I passed 3, failed 1. This one was 4.62. Again, the standard is 4.20. Okay, so they didn't want to mess around with it, so I went to another auto shop, and they failed as well. They didn't want to touch it. They said it wouldn't idle. That wasn't correct. It did idle. So I took it back again. This is number 4. So I passed the HC idle. I passed the CO idle. I passed the load HC. And then I failed on the CO. And this is the rolling one, I guess. And 4.91, and the standard is 4.20. So again, I was actually in line. I went circled around. I was about frustrated as could be around this time, because that was the 4th fail. So I went in the parking lot, I adjusted it, and man, I passed these 3, and then I failed this one miserably. I came out with a HC idle of 1072, standard is 500. So I was way off, man. I was off by 5.72. That's way off. So at this time, I called it quits, came back home, and had to figure out what am I going to do. So I'm going to do a part 2 video now on this. I'm going to pick up where I left off. Okay? Be right back.